Run it, I can't take no loss. I don't even know what it costs.
Okay guys, so it's gonna be day 4. We're gonna do a lower body blend and then also some core work. So hopefully you've had a good rest day on Thursday and we're gonna get right back into it today. We're gonna start with some warm-ups on some inchworms. So getting a good stretch in the hamstring, walking out into a plank, right back up. We're gonna do a set of 10 of these. We're gonna start with just some banded abduction. So we did it on the machine, now we're gonna just use the band. I like to have it right on the outside of my knee. I'm gonna start with kind of a narrow stance, not super wide, and then I'm just gonna pop out onto the sides of my feet. So we wanna feel this right in the abductor. About 12 to 15 here. We're gonna do a glute kickback here, so all you need is a lowered cable and one of these cuffs. Put it right around the ankle. Not a lot of weight here. We want to really focus on the glute. So we're not going to be just swinging the leg. We want to keep hips where they are, upper body where they are, nice and controlled squeeze of the glutes. Stretching it forward a little bit, get that good stretch here, squeezing back. You should feel this in that upper glute. My foot stays pretty neutral. I'm not pointing it or anything. Really focused on that upper glute. Then we'll switch sides. I have one dumbbell on the ground and one that we're going to be using. So feet are going to be pretty close together and you want to think about your knees coming over the toes in line with the ankle. Heels are going to be elevated. And as I come up, I'm just coming right back into it. I don't want to pause at the top, but stay a little bit hinged, keeping good activation in the quad. Okay, so we're gonna go into a Poloquin Step. So what I want is to focus on this left leg. Right leg's gonna stay with the toe up and kind of try to hover over the ground. We're not coming all the way down. Driving through that big toe. So we should feel this on the inner quad. We're gonna add weight to this one later. So for now, we're just gonna focus on getting that movement nice and controlled. This next move, we wanna really focus on the glutes. It's gonna be another step up type of movement. But first things first, I'm gonna shift all my weight into this front leg, get a good stretch going in that under glute, drive through that heel. So coming down, coming up nice and slow. That's gonna really help to push through that heel and put an emphasis on the glute. Once you hit 10 on one side, we'll just switch. Feeling that good stretch first thing. Try not to jump from that bottom, but rather push all the way through this leg. So I just keep my weight shifted forward so I'm not rocking back and then gaining momentum. So these are just gonna be alternating taps. I breathe out as I come up. So I'm squeezing the abs. I wanna feel all along the abdominal chain. We're gonna just hit 15 each side. And then we'll superset those with a lower abdomen hold. So I always set up on the floor like this, get my back level with the ground. I always push kind of into this lower abdomen to feel that lower abs really activate. And then we'll lift up, holding the abs the whole time. So we want to have that good squeezed lower abs. We're going to just hold for 30 seconds. So you'll just need a flat bench for these frog kickbacks. You want to have your hips on the edge of this. If you're too far back, it'll really dig into the abdomen. So keep the hips right at the edge of this. Kind of hold on with your arms. We're just going to squeeze the glutes up and back. Squeezing for a few seconds at the top. Okay, so we're gonna jump on the adduction machine. So this is gonna work that inner thigh area. So you definitely want a lot of tension on this first. And I like to lift up my feet, so I'm really just using the adductors. Squeezing, bringing those knees close and nice and controlled. So I have a full stretch here. Keeping the core tight and everything else really controlled is gonna help focus more on the adductors than the rest of the leg just swinging. We'll do 10 to 12 here, 3 sets. Okay, so then we're gonna get on the hamstring curl. We're gonna do bilateral this time. Make sure everything's set up. Again, we want the butt back. Not too tight on this pad. I like to have a little bit of room for my hamstrings to flex and keeping it nice and controlled.
Run it, I can't take no loss. I don't even know what it